What's up, guys? Spenny. One of the most intelligent things to ever happen on The View is when Whoopi Goldberg burped and farted at the same time. You can hear it right here.
He cared enough about his wife to pay the, that was gas, pay, you know, to pay that money.
Gross. This is like worse than the Swalwell moment, and this is Whoopi Goldberg's Job of the Hutt era.
Will still believe that he cared enough about his wife to pay the.
Yep, it's not great, and it's never really great what you hear on The View. It's often lies. Like, for instance, here, without evidence, no accusation of wrongdoing, The View suggests that Trump partnered with Epstein to sexually abuse young women. This, of course, should come as absolutely no surprise to any of you, but to hear Whoopi Goldberg being the person to level this accusation is pretty grotesque.
Now, the White House has not responded, and the president has not been accused of any wrongdoing and denies any knowledge of Epstein's alleged crimes. But this is a lot of, how many emails was it? Like
about 20,000 have been released this morning by the House Oversight Democrats. So
and I have 3 of them right here.
Emails and documents, I should say.
Yeah. But it is
Republicans released, I should say.
It is really interesting to me that, you know, for somebody who screams in the middle of the night on X, who sends out missives that it's been crickets for the last little while, since people have been saying, well, what is your response to this? So what do y'all think?
Well, you know, during Watergate, the phrase came up, the cover-up is worse than the crime. And that's what the issue that I'm having here. Time and time again.
I've heard enough. You know exactly what it is. So they're like, oh, well, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. Well, guess who else's name is in the Epstein files? Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, no. Spaghetti-o. Whoopi Goldberg and other members of The View are mentioned in the Epstein files a lot. Oh, wow. Well, 2 can play at this game. Let's go ahead and take this and do a little research ourselves, and we'll show you the actual documents. The ladies of The View have been harping on the Epstein files for months. Like other members of their party, they thought that this was an effective way to attack Trump. But it would surprise you to find out that these are the same idiots who actually are mentioned in the Epstein files themselves. Let's go ahead and watch and see how many times were they, in fact, mentioned. Whoopi Goldberg is mentioned 24 times. 21 total times. Wow. Alyssa Farah is mentioned 20 times. That's a lot. Joy Behar is mentioned 3 times. Anna Navarro has been mentioned twice. Sunny Hostin and Sarah Haynes are mentioned 0 times. Whoopi Goldberg is mentioned 24 times. She's the most mentioned inside of the Epstein files. Goodness, Whoopi. Weren't you the one who was saying that the Clintons cannot ignore the congressional subpoenas and that they look guilty just by proxy?
As I understand it, he's been given, you know, who's been given such a wide breadth. Does this mean that President Clinton technically doesn't have to testify? If he didn't have to testify.
No, he has to, right?
They've agreed to, certainly. And
Well,
I think, you know, the Clintons are playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers.
Oh, yeah, how'd that work out for you? This is so stupid. Oh, man. Okay. So they go on to say the Clintons should testify, and that clip went viral. They say the Clintons should testify. You got to get in this. Shut up. You got to testify. Because what you're doing here with Epstein looks dirty. Well, let's look at what Whoopi Goldberg was doing with Epstein. Oh, my. Newsbusters investigation discovered emails showing someone reaching out to Epstein on behalf of Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, so like an agent, right? Everyone in Hollywood has one. Requesting the use of his Gulfstream 2 jet to fly her to a White Feather Foundation charity in Monaco in 2013. What is the White Feather Foundation? For the conservation of life. The conservation of life. Look at this. Maintain, saving, whatever. It's just NGO slop. It's just CIA money laundering, NGO slop. None of this stuff is, I mean, they probably had everything. This is probably like destroyed by the USAID. It's just USAID. Right? It's just like none of these places are real. You can tell, you can see it, and like it makes your skin crawl. Thank you, White Feather Foundation. Look, they probably erased this board and wrote like 50 different USAID foundations on there that day and made the same 5 kids smile and wave. None of the money ever actually goes to these things. Why did Whoopi Goldberg have to go to one? I don't know. She should have to explain. White Feather Foundation. She needs to depart direct to Nice, France, on a private jet. Yeah, it's like a $50,000 or $100,000 trip. It's very, very expensive. Whoopi Goldberg needs a private plane to Monaco. Wow. They don't want to charter. They're looking for private owners. Wow. Goodness. Could I get the Gulfstream too? Obviously, the more money we keep, the more it goes directly to charity. And then it says, I'm sure the jet owner could attend the fete and get fuel reimbursed. Otherwise, if it's paid for, we know the cost, we can factor it in. Oh, so she's inviting Jeffrey Epstein to a party. Oh, no. Epstein turned her down. No thanks. Whoopi Goldberg wasn't good enough for Epstein.
Enough about his wife to pay that was gas. Pay, to pay that.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. No thanks. Oh, no. This is funny. Whoopi Goldberg begged for Jeffrey Epstein to fly her to Monaco. She invited him, too. And here's the actual DOJ filing page. Yeah, we give you that. You can see there's some fake emails out there and stuff, fake stuff out there. So there it is. Whoopi Goldberg begged Jeffrey Epstein to fly on his jet. Even Epstein thought Whoopi was too slimy to get on a plane and hang out with her. Isn't that amazing? Whoopi Goldberg wants everyone to know that she definitely did not go to Epstein Island. She definitely wanted to make sure that she got ahead of it all, right?
There was a fake list.
Yeah.
And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They
Not very
said,
convincing.
and I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it would be more believable.
Maybe, but.
But sounds like you do go. Sounds like you do go places, because here's the email with your agent begging for Jeffrey Epstein to personally fly you across the world in his multi-million-dollar jet. So it sounds like you do go places. Joy Behar is mentioned. Joy Behar is mentioned. And you have a lot of mentions of, this would be news articles mentioned for Alyssa Farah. She was a spokesperson at the White House. Anyway, we'll show you the receipts. But yeah, it's always the people that you most suspect. Okay? It's great. I look forward to Whoopi Goldberg getting subpoenaed. What does she know? This game's getting fun. It's Boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't beg for Jeffrey Epstein's jet, for him to come with you to France,